Hi. So, hi, Samples. Thank you for coming out and meeting with me today. I really appreciate it. And I did want to let you know that we are going to record this session. And and for HIPAA laws, I would like for you to fill out a paper saying that it's okay to record and that you're okay with it and your signature and for both our protection and yours as well.
Alright.
You can do that.
Do I put your name here or do I sign it? Or
No,
do you put
you
that?
sign it and I'll put my own name and just sign and date. And then I'll do that.
What's the date today? The 13th?
Today is the 13th.
Uh,
Let's see if we can get a better light. I thought there would be better light here. Okay. And okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, how's it been going for you?
Good.
Been going good?
No, just been chilling. Ain't really been doing much. Out of work. Just, other than that, though, good.
Good. So you said, when you said you haven't been doing much, what does that look like?
You mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that look like? What does that mean exactly?
Well, like I said, I haven't been working. I haven't been doing much I really haven't, I mean, I guess it's just how it sounds. I really haven't been doing much. Haven't had much to do, and so forth.
So, and are you working right now, or
No,
you're not working right now?
no, I'm not. Haven't been able to, transportation wise, not any money to catch the bus, to get out to the interview or to get out to apply at least. No internet connection, can't apply online, don't have a library card. It's kind of rough.
It does. It sounds really rough. And, is this, how long have you been without work? Would you remember the last time that,
Uh,
that you worked?
since last year, maybe in the summer.
Last year, so it's only been about a year.
Yeah.
And before you had this gap of time of unemployment, how long had you worked? What was your history, your work history?
Well, I used to work a lot, and I used to work. I used to have a lot of work. Worked at all types of places, worked in factories, restaurants, and then I just fell hard, I guess. And then shit's been rough ever since.
How many jobs would you say you've had since you started working as far back as you can remember?
Uh, I had a couple jobs, but I think the longest I had was when I worked at a restaurant. I worked there for about 4 years, three or four.
Wow. So, can you tell me how old you are?
Probably like 19, 18 maybe. Think I was still in high. No, I wasn't in high school. I had
No,
just graduated.
I apologize. I meant, how old are you now?
Oh, I'm 23.
So were you really young? So did you start your work ethics at a very young age?
Oh yeah, I actually started working when I was like, I don't know, what, 10, no, like 12 or 13.
12, 13.
Yeah.
What was your first job?
My first job. Let me go back. I had a couple, probably construction and learning to put up, fix like little faucet leaks and lay down some floors, hang some drywall. That's about it. Yeah.
And so you sound pretty, sounds like you were pretty young, and kind of just, I just, I'm wondering if you were young, you were pretty young, you said 12 and 13 years old. Were you in school at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did go to school. Did you have someone mentor you or teach you, or how did you learn to do those little things?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah, I had a mentor,
oh, that's
or
good.
like, yeah, I guess you would say he was a mentor. they took an interest in me at a very young age. I don't know why, still don't to this day. They seen something in me, but yeah, and then they helped me out a lot. And yeah, and then he showed me what he knew in the time that we had together, and so yeah.
And so when you said you were in school at the time, did you finish school? Or what was your highest grade that you went to?
I graduated. Yeah,
Oh, so you graduated. Where did you graduate from?
I graduated from Cardinal Stretch.
Cardinal Stretch. That I heard that. That is a good school.
It actually is a very good school.
Wow.
I underestimated it, but when I graduated from there, I was glad that I did.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned something earlier that kind of caught my attention. You said that they took an interest in you when we were talking about your mentor, and you said, I don't really know why. I still don't understand to this day. What do you mean by that?
Well, they said that they seen something in me, and I guess I don't think so much of. Think I surprised them more than they really like took an interest in me. I think cause at the time I was they thought the school I was going to was preschool. I think you would call it like
Mm-hmm.
the school that you call it like for the young one, like kindergarten, not kindergarten,
Yeah,
but like
but the one before preschool? Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the teacher thought I was like retarded or slow. But it's before I found out that I have difficult hearing. I'm 50% deaf in both ears.
Oh, okay.
And so they thought I was like slow or something because I wasn't catching on to all the stuff they were saying.
Oh.
And so they gave me a teacher, like a special teacher, just for me and her to teach on one-on-one in the closet. Then the teacher realized that it wasn't me that was actually like slow, just I wasn't hearing everything. And then so I guess she said like within that moment she just knew like, oh yeah, you're full of surprises, basically.
Oh.
I don't know.
And that was at a pretty young age, so you pretty much remember that. You got a good memory of that.
Oh yeah, I do got good memory.
How do you feel that now you were saying that you have the 50% loss in both ears, so and then they thought that maybe you had special needs because of it, because they couldn't diagnose that at the time. Was it that the IEP teacher? I'm assuming she was an IEP teacher when they put in, when there's special needs or For,
Well, yeah, I think she was in everything because she was a substitute at the same time.
gotcha.
You know what I mean? She just basically I think she was qualified for any job, but she just needed a job or like she needed someone to teach,
Mhm.
and then that's when they gave her me, and it didn't take long to put me back into the classroom. So
Yeah.
after a short while, it was like, oh well.
Would you say that she was the one that possibly diagnosed or was able to see that it was the hearing loss as opposed to a different kind of special need?
No, I don't think that she diagnosed it. I just think she realized something. But I don't think
Oh,
she
she
knew
seemed
like
to.
what it was exactly.
Mm,
But she just knew that I wasn't dumb.
wow.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just knew
Yeah.
something, and everybody else was telling her one thing, and she just seen something else. After I don't know.
Seems like you had a good memory of that, Santos, and over the years, do you feel like that may have played affected your life in any type of way, or?
I would say it has just because I never forgot about it. But I mean, if it is affecting my life, I don't see it. But I'm pretty sure that it is because it's still stuck with me.
So, can you tell me about a time that you were in a difficult position and you took an action plan and saw yourself come out of it through that action plan?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I really can't recall. I guess. I mean, I don't know if this qualify if it meaning or like if it falls into what we're speaking about. But alright, so when I went to high school, we went from public to private, And growing up, you know, we were always grew up in the projects. My whole life we grew up in the projects. Might have lived in a house for like what, a year or two. Lived in a shelter before, and so I've been a project baby since I was born, for real. And going to a different school where it's like they have a little bit more privilege is it's like going to high school kids that had cars and stuff like that. So I always wanted a car, and and so I told myself by the time before I graduate high school, I will drive my senior year of school. And I saved up for it, and it didn't work out eventually because the car I bought was it was no good. But then someone else took an interest in me and gave me a car. So I don't know, it was weird, but it was awesome at the same time. It was like a bittersweet feeling. And then I guess if that's what you're asking, yeah, that's a diverse that's something that I turned lemon into lemonade.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds like yeah, it sounds like you made that you said you were going to do something and it turned out to happen. You did drive their senior year
Yeah.
out, right? So
Yeah.
it did make it. It did. It
Yeah,
did reach
technically
that
speaking,
point.
yeah, I did. I kind of accomplished it.
Now, you said that when you said you made lemons into lemonade and you bought your first car, and that didn't work out. Why? Because it broke down or
It was it was no good.
It's
That
just
the
that
dude,
was the lemon, maybe.
yeah, that was the
right?
lemon, and then but still, I think the way I turned lemon into lemonade with that situation is that I didn't let it disturb me.
You didn't let it stop you from graduating.
Yeah, it was a real punch in the stomach, but it never slowed me
Wow.
down.
Yeah.
It didn't affect my spirit. I kept my head high. I kept my head high. And I stayed positive. And then I guess someone seen that, and they were astonished at how I handled it. We're at 12, and yeah.
And do you see yourself right now in that same scenario? Because you know, as we were talking, you said you've been struggling and haven't been able because of no bus card, no library card, income because of lack of work, and it sounds like it's a chain reaction of
A series of unfortunate events.
yeah, that the cause and effects of something that you want to do, but you can't because of little trickles down that are giving you trouble. And through all of that, I know that it's difficult because you say you've been working since you've been 12 years old. So you were talking about you didn't let it break your spirit when you went to school. So how is it now, right now that you're not working? What's your spirit like right now? What are your thoughts for the future, for dealing with it and things like that?
It isn't so much. It's not affecting my spirit. I still stay positive. It just because I let the universe like do its thing. You know what I mean? Like things happen the way we don't expect it to. Like one day it could be a bear in your backyard, the next day you go win a lottery. You know what I mean? It's just things never happen the way you planned it to happen. But I do believe that with the captain of our ship, with the master of our fate, and our decision does have consequences. And realizing though just now talking to you, this bump in the road that I'm going through right now is not gonna stop me. Talking to you and realizing how I was growing up, I'm a go-getter, and this is just a bump, and it's a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk to me. I really enjoyed listening to you. I think you have an amazing spirit and you are a go-getter, and this is just I like that quote you said. This is a minor setback for a major comeback. I love it. Thank you so much, Santos.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
Thank you.